If you land a client like this, you're gonna make about 5K a month. Step 1, go to fiverr.com and search YouTube Cash Cow. In the next 1 hour, I'll show you 7 different strategies how you can make money by leveraging these suppliers on Fiverr and then reselling it on YouTube to YouTube creators. As you see, there's loads of sellers offering top 10 cash cow YouTube videos. If you actually want to make money from offering this as a service on YouTube, I'll now show you channels that are actually built for exactly this thing. Look, these are the channels that actually make videos on these topics.
This Thursday, the 2nd of May,
what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you an example of a video like this.
Celebrities live in extravagant homes. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 15.
This is what's meant by a cash cow video, top 10 cash cow video. Typically, these videos talk about some celebrities or wealthy people or some facts about money and things like that. And these suppliers actually make these videos so that you can upload it on your own channel to then make money from YouTube. But what we can do in this case, as we are drop servicing, we can actually get these channels to order from us to become a supplier to make videos for them. The key in this, how to really make money with this, is finding the best suppliers, securing good cash cow editing suppliers who know how to make these videos at a very high quality and very, very low price, and then offering it to channels on here. These channels, the top 10, top 15, all of these similar things are called cash cow channels. Why are they called cash cow channels? Is because typically it's a fully outsourced, fully automated business of somebody. Some owner somewhere is basically running this channel. He typically does not do scripting. Typically, he does not do thumbnails. He does not do video editing, nothing. It's completely automated. Now, how can we make money and why would they work with us, right? Surely, if they already have a massive channel, why on earth would they work with us? That's a very valid point. And what I'm going to show you is that we not necessarily want to go for like the largest channels in the cash cow niche. We might find much smaller channels and then offer it to them. Okay, so let's go down and see something like this. For example, much smaller channel, 449 subscribers. Okay. Now, and as you can see, typically, these people are creating a lot of videos. So we're looking at, pretty much like 5 or 6 videos every 24 hours, So as you can imagine, the video editing requirements for these kind of channels are absolutely huge, and as you can see, they've got over 3.2 thousand videos. Now, so how can you actually make money from this? How can you make money from this? Because the overall point of drop servicing is that we're getting a supplier and we're getting a supplier at a much lower cost, and then we're getting a client who is paying us a lot more. You can apply over here, and here is going to be a review from one of the guys that just completed the 3 months drop servicing mentorship.
Hey guys, just a quick share about my experience with Tom's mentorship. So I discovered drop servicing less than 1 year ago, and then I discovered Tom's channel on YouTube. And I quickly wanted to dive deeper in this business, so I took a mentorship on like 3 months ago. And I really recommend it. Like, Tom is he's a personalized support, he's responsive. Even outside of the mentorship, he helped me solve some tricky situations with some clients. And, he adapts himself on your specific situation, on your specific geographical location, and find the best niche for your business and stuff like that. So I highly recommend it. Today I'm working with 2 regular clients, even though I was totally new to this business several months ago. So I'm really happy with how things turned out, and thanks again, Tom. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
In this case, we're specifically looking at cash cow YouTube video editing, and it's a very specific niche. Very good thing about it is that it's very recurring. Most of these businesses in a cash cow sphere, they're actually having plenty of videos every single month. It could be 10, 20, 30, 40, even 100 videos. Some channels make over 100 videos in a month. Okay, so multiple videos every single day. So as you can imagine, the money they spend on editing these videos is absolutely huge. So most of, for example, these videos are over 10 minutes. If you know a lot about video editing, you'll know that typically these kind of videos cost around between $80 to about $200 for video editing. Let's just be super conservative and let's just say we're gonna charge $90 for editing one of these videos. Now, let's see how many videos this channel has made in 1 month. Let's see how many rows they have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, more or less 15 rows times 4. That's 60 videos. 60 videos. That's crazy. If you land a client like this, you're gonna make about 5K a month. That sounds great, right? But of course, we have to edit these videos. The good thing about drop servicing is that we're gonna be using a supplier. So you don't need to know absolutely anything about video editing. The entire thing has to be handled by your supplier. If you find a supplier that is not very good, right? For example, let's just say the supplier wasn't very good. You did a trial, for example, for some kind of a cash cow channel, or maybe you did a trial for yourself. It wasn't good. Just find a different supplier. These suppliers definitely exist and they can be very, very good. So the thing is, now, how much profit can you actually make from editing these videos? And how much this stuff is gonna cost you? So on here, 3 to 5 minutes is $10. We need about 10 minutes. That's $50. Now, let's look at some other sellers. 7 to 10 minute long, one video is $10. If we go up here, 10 videos is $90. So in this case, it's $9. I mean, this sounds like very, very, very low price. And I would say that this is a more realistic price, okay? So what's going to happen essentially, if we're charging 90 and we're paying 50, we're essentially getting $40 profit for each video that we make times 60. We're profiting $2,400 more or less from this client if they would work with us and if they basically trusted us to make their video editing. So that sounds really good. By just editing videos for this one cash cow channel, you could be making around $2,500 a month in clear profit. And this is recurring income because all of these channels are making videos on a regular basis. As you can see, multiple different videos every 24-hour period. Now, that sounds all good, but how do you actually get in contact with these people? So if you go on any of these YouTube channels, what you want to essentially do is you want to click on this, and this will give you their email address. Click I'm not a robot, click submit, and then you got their email, top10beyondthescreen@gmail.com. This is a direct email of this specific business making so many videos. This could give you around $2,500 in profit every single month. So, you know, feel free to reach out to them, but I'm telling you, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these kinds of channels on YouTube in all kinds of niches. So the main question right now is, are these all just finance and business related channels? Because it sounds like cash cow YouTube videos. Not necessarily. It can be in any niche. For example, if you type in top 10 celebrity cars, you're going to find a lot of cash cow channels talking about this. If you type in top 10 celebrity houses, you're going to find a lot of videos about this. If you type in, for example, top 10 celebrity watches, you're probably going to find a lot of videos talking about the same. Look, top 10 most expensive luxury watch brands in the world. That's exactly what these videos are talking about. So I'm going to show you another channel that is in the same niche. So, for example, Lux Cat, 6.2K subscribers. Let's have a look. Latest video they've done is a few months ago. So this channel is not as active, but still they were making pretty good progress. They were working on it, and currently it's not active. So what you want to do is you really want to find slightly bigger channels who have at least, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers, going up to 500,000 subscribers. And then you have to offer them this service. If you want to get the exact templates and things like that, watch my latest 5 or 10 videos. You'll find plenty of templates where I'm discussing how to get video editing clients on YouTube. And this specific niche related to cash cow YouTube video editing has the same requirements. People are just looking for generic video editing, so you can use my usual templates that you'll find on plenty of my videos. So now I'll show you some of the examples of these videos that these creators are able to create. For example, let's look at this one.
From the horseless carriage to hypercars, a journey through the evolution of automobiles. Embarks on a captivating exploration of automotive history, celebrating the enduring legacy of automotive societal and economic changes. This transforms.
So as you can see, typically these kinds of creators, they create not only the B-roll, so the video that's on the screen, they can also add the subtitles, they can also add the voiceover. It can be generated by AI, or it can be a human reading it as well. So these guys pretty much do the entire package from A to Z. And this is exactly what these kinds of channels are looking for. They're looking for somebody who's able to make a video completely from scratch. All they want to do is they want to pay money for making the video, and then you have to get a supplier who's going to make a video completely from scratch, from A to Z. Now, do we think that these videos are very entertaining, very interesting and things like that? No, I think they're very generic. But when you think about YouTube, YouTube has such a wide range of people watching these videos that, you know, something like celebrity news and things like that sometimes can get a lot of views. And this is how these channels actually make their money. This is how these channels actually grow. And they typically also rely on making a very, very large amount of these videos. As you can see, this channel is making exactly that. So basically, they're uploading a video every few hours with the hopes that one of these videos will actually do really, really well. And then, of course, their channel will grow, will get more subscribers, and then they'll make money from YouTube AdSense, partnerships, and other ways. But we really do not care how many views they're getting. All we care about is that we basically offer them video editing service at a higher price than what we buy from a supplier. That's all we care about, because we have already made our money. Like, if we basically got a supplier, for example, at $50, we resell it at $90, we already made our money. We really do not care what happens with that video, how many views it gets, and things like that. So this is the third niche where you could make money, editing YouTube cash cow videos by leveraging Fiverr suppliers. All we're essentially doing is we're finding a YouTube cash cow channel, we're reselling them video editing services, and then we're buying it on Fiverr at a lower cost. We're in the middle. Essentially, we're managing the entire transaction, right? So we're getting the files from the client, we're sending it to the supplier after we buy this service, and then once the video is done, we're gonna send it to the client. So the next niche is type in YouTube intro. I've spoken about this niche about a few months ago. Some of you guys have already made money in this niche. So this niche revolves around you making YouTube intros for YouTube channels. So let's look at one of these examples. Some of these people actually not only have an intro, but they also have an outro. Okay, one of the most important things that you need to do is you need to find people who are making these intros in 1080p or even better in 4K. Because as a default, most people will want it in 1080p. And you know, if your client wants a 4K, then it would be a little bit more expensive. And of course, you could add that to the final price. So for example, this seller is selling a YouTube intro at $50. Now, you might say, okay, but who is actually still using these YouTube intros? Is it still in use? I'll show you one channel right now who's actually using it. because I watch that channel from time to time. If you type in business coaching and go down, you'll find this channel called Courtney L. Sanders.
Launch your coaching business in the next 90 days.
Let's have a look.
Hey, welcome back to my channel.
So that's the intro that she uses in every single video, and she posts a lot of videos every single week, every single month. So this is a big investment into making that intro. You know, she's had to basically get a matching photo color scheme. She had to really make it very interesting with some zooms, cuts and things like that. Also, the sound and the music and the photos itself are super, super important. So this is just an example. Of course, it could be much better. Let's look at some other examples as well. It doesn't have to be, by the way, in the business coaching space, okay? It absolutely does not have to be in the business coaching space. It can be in any other niche as well. For example, gaming niche is very, very popular as well. They have a lot of intros. Most of the gaming channels actually have an intro. Also, it doesn't have to be that long. So let's look at some other examples, especially in the business coaching world. A lot of the people actually want to build a really big connection with their audience, okay? So that's where this becomes very, very important. So we can see, for example, this example. Something like this, you know, something like that. It has similar vibe to this intro. What about this one? This is actually pretty cool. So you can list her emails, Instagrams, websites, and things like that. These are some of the examples that you could actually resell. So how can you actually make money with that? So 4K, for example, this seller is making an intro at 4K with just $30. Okay, an intro and outro is just $40. So essentially what you can do is you can go on YouTube, find a lot of these, realtors, business coaching people, gaming channels, travel channels, cooking channels, vlogs, and things like that. There's millions of channels on YouTube who are using these, 2-3 second intros. And what essentially you can do is you can say, I'll make you a custom intro at $300. Okay. So at this price point with this seller, for example, we're looking at a 10 times higher markup. So they can add a custom logo, add sound effects. It's going to be in 1080p. In here it says 4K, but it should be 4K. Also, there's going to be 4 revisions as well. Pretty good feedback, all 5 stars. 1 order in the queue, looks really good. So we're looking at 10 times margin. If this deal materializes, you're going to make about $270 from just one client. And of course, it's not easy to get a recurring client on this niche because, who really needs to create a custom intro every single day or every single month? Of course not. But there is millions and millions of channels on YouTube. So all you need to do is, you need to reach out to these people. And, even if you're starting drop servicing from scratch, if you get 10 people in the next few months, you'll basically make around $2,700 that you can then reinvest into other niches that are recurring, maybe require a little bit more money, a little bit more concentration. But this is a quick way for you to build that bank balance so you can reinvest and grow your drop servicing business. Next, let's talk about a new niche that I really don't speak about that much on my channel, and that is YouTube SEO. This is actually a very, very big and very important thing of YouTube that a lot of people don't realize. And, quite often, this can really make or break a channel. So essentially, what we're doing is we're basically looking into, optimizing someone's channel for ranking in YouTube search. So let's see what this person is saying. So basically, there is more likes. This is all optimized, right? There is tags and all of the things after, as you can see the improvements, and this is the before. So very few likes, very few views, very few subscribers, and optimization score is pretty much 2 times lower. Okay, so this is what this seller would do. So they would really look into optimizing that video from all angles. So that includes title, description, tags. That includes also external links and adding chapters and things like that. Quite a lot of things that is shown on here. Okay, again, how can we actually make money with this? So essentially what we would do is we would find one of the channels. It could even be this channel, for example, right? And we could go and check out how well that channel videos are optimized. And maybe we could help this channel to actually rank some of their previous videos, or maybe rank some of the new videos that she will be making. So let's see what she puts in the description, and also let's see at some of the titles that she does. So at the moment, if we look at her latest video, the title seems to be very long. The #1 belief that holds entrepreneurs back from success, Courtney L. Sanders podcast episode 204. That sounds pretty good, but it's quite a long title. It's going to be pretty much cut in most places, especially on mobile. It's not going to show the full title. Now, what is really good is that she's putting the name of that video also on here. That typically will help to rank. Also, now she's talking about, she has a little paragraph about what the video is for. You can apply. There's some links. She basically has chapters, which is very good. But the actual description is very, very short. There's not that much information. It could be optimized much better. Also, there is no keywords in here that could actually grow this video. Now, let's look at the optimization score. If you download vidIQ, you can start checking the views per hour, the total views, the duration, the optimization score, and things like that. As you see on here, it seems like the score for this video is not very, very high. The optimization score is 72.4 out of 100, okay? And basically, as you can see, this is how these video views have been developing. Okay, so after 2 days, she had about 300 views, and it has been going up, but not so much. So title, it says, is too long. Okay, so vidIQ, even the free version, actually gives us some of these analytics that we can then, leverage to get these clients and also to help them. So title is way too long. Tags are there, description is there, cards are there, end screens, it's added as well. It's not shared on Facebook. That's not a major thing. She's pinned a comment. That's very good and very recommended. She's also hearted a comment. So most of the things that she's done are actually quite good, but that's why the channel is doing pretty well. Okay, you might find a channel that is not doing that well, and we can then help them a lot more. So, for example, let's type in real estate, Florida, right? And I want to find a channel that is not doing these things where we can actually help them. So search and then sort by upload date. Okay, let's go down. What about this one? Okay, let's go here. Yeah, that's perfect. So this guy essentially is in investments, in real estate and things like that. As you can see, he's making multiple different videos every single week, and he's not getting very many views. So if we click on his video, let's see the optimization score on here, and let's see what we can help him with, because essentially what we want to do is we want to find people like that who actually are having a business behind YouTube and also who have money, and maybe we can help them to optimize their videos to get more views. So the first thing is, I think the title is very short, which is nice. It's snappy, right to the point, but it's not specific. Florida Liberty Real Estate Investments. Okay, what is that? Like, it doesn't really say anything specific. Anyone else could just put that title was in the real estate space. Now, let's look at the description. It seems like the guy hasn't really made much thought. He hasn't really put much effort into this. Amazing Lee County area. What is that? Like, there's absolutely no description on there. And, you know, it would be even better to just get ChatGPT to write a proper description about what this video is actually going to talk about. Also about the keywords that he wants to rank for. If we go down and see there is no comments, so he hasn't written a comment, he hasn't pinned a comment, that's not a good thing. Also, he hasn't liked his own comment because it says 0 likes. That's another thing that he should have done, especially with such a small channel. That's why there is pretty much no views at the moment. The other thing that you'll notice is that every single video has pretty much the same name. That is actually quite interesting. I've never seen that before with so many videos. He's got like 260 videos. All of them have the exact same name. Okay, he had slightly different names on here, but it just seems like he's not really doing that much work when it comes to naming his videos. Sometimes this strategy can work if the name is really good and if it is resonating with his audience, but in here it just sounds like he's just haven't been getting views, plus he's not really putting in time to actually optimize these videos for SEO, and he's just basically reusing the exact same title without actually getting any views, which makes no sense because every single video is about something completely different. So YouTube SEO is one of the things that can make you a lot of money. Now, why is that? How much can you make? What should you charge? And things like that. So what essentially we're going to do, right, is we're going to look into, what these kinds of things actually cost. So for one YouTube SEO, so he's going to make you an eye-catching title, description, keywords, and 2 end screens. Let's look at this one, what the pricing is. So this is basically for 4 optimized videos. Here it says 3, but here it says 4. That's interesting. But anyways, the point is, it's very, very cheap. It's a few dollars to optimize one video. So what can we do? Let's just say we approach this guy and we say that, look, you've got around 260 videos. I think that you can actually get way more views if we just optimize your descriptions, titles, and things like that. We make it super optimized, hyper optimized for the keywords that you want to rank for. Okay, and then what essentially we're going to do is we're going to go and see, at what price point can we get one video optimized. In this case, it seems like it's around $5. In this case, it's around $10. Let's just say it's going to be $10. That is going to cost for us to actually get these videos optimized. Okay, so because he has 260 videos, that's a lot of work, to manage all this process, to then, communicate with the supplier, to really optimize this entire channel. It's crazy. Like, look at how many videos. Like, we need to actually watch every single video and to understand what the content is about in order to come up with so many names and descriptions. So what we want to do is we want to at least double the cost. Okay, so we would say that, you know what, I can sort out all the SEO for your channel, titles, descriptions, and things like that. Each video is going to be $20. Now, if he says yes, we're looking to make about $5,220, assuming that we do it for every single video of his. Maybe he also has shorts, not so many. Okay, most of the videos are actually long form. So this is how much it would cost him, $5,000 to optimize the entire channel with 260 videos. And I really think that if we optimize his titles, descriptions, and things like that, this channel would actually get way more views, way more subscribers, and his work would be actually, much more effective. Now, that sounds really good, okay? But why would somebody pay so much money? And does it really actually happen? Yes, some people do actually invest money in YouTube SEO, and they really understand, after talking to them on a call, they really understand that, you know what, actually, yes, you're right. I was actually making a lot of videos and I never got any results. Maybe the problem is, actually, as you're saying, in optimizing those videos. And also, I'm going to show you a very useful tool that can help you to convince some of these people, especially if you end up getting on a call. So, for example, let's open this channel. And what essentially we're going to do is we need to get and check out the videos. We want to see that the channel has a little bit of traction. In this case, it seems like it does. And then we're going to go on here. We're going to copy the channel URL, and we're going to go to the website called socialblade.com. We want to search the URL on here, and what we're going to see is we're going to see how many views they're currently getting. We're going to see the amount of subscribers they're currently getting, and this is the key part. So when you get on a call with some of these people, what you essentially want to do is you want to go to future projections, okay? You click on that, and it says how the subscribers should be projecting for this client, how the views should be projecting for this client. And essentially, as we're looking, in 12 months, this channel seems to double in 1 year. It's not a very fast progress. Let's look at about 2 years. It's about 3 times higher in 2 years. It's a very, very long time. So sometimes people can get a little bit scared when you show this statistic. It's based on their current growth and current views and things like that. You know, they can get a little bit scared sometimes. And then they might say, you know what, actually, yes, I do want you to help me to optimize those videos. So now let's talk about the next niche, which is YouTube scripting and ideation. So basically how this niche actually works is that in some niches, for example, real estate is not like that. In real estate, it's very easy. So essentially, these guys are just trying to sell a house. You know, they're just making a listing for some houses, and they're just trying to sell a house. It's very easy. There's nothing to think about. You know, what to make my next video on? Nothing to think about. It's very clear for them what to do. But some other people in vlogging space, in cooking space, in tech space and things like that, sometimes they actually need to think about, what should I make my next video on? Also, they kind of want to track some trends. What's currently trending? What kind of topics should I be talking about? What kind of video ideas should I be getting? Maybe I should track my competitors and then really think about the topics that I really need to be making videos on, right? So we can find a lot of different suppliers that will create YouTube scripts and things like that. Okay, so let's look at how much this stuff actually costs. This is for a niche that we just discussed. So top 10 cash cow scripts. I will write engaging 500 words, top 10 cash cow YouTube script for your channel, up to 180 seconds, which is 3 minutes, story development and things like that. Now, if we go into here, this is more. If we go into here, this is going to be $20 for 1,500 words. Okay. Now, let's check out some other examples as well. 2,200 words or 15 minutes, $35. 10 minutes is $25. So we can essentially find people on YouTube who are looking to make videos, who are looking to grow their audience, but they just don't know what to make their next video on. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube by all kinds of channels saying that, you know what, sometimes it's very difficult to understand what to make videos on. Real estate agents don't have this problem because they can always just talk about their next house. But if we, for example, type in vlog Florida, let's just say, right? And some of these people, it's very easy for them to, it's very easy for us to watch their videos, but for them, sometimes it's very hard to make a video about something. For example, here, Orlando, Florida travel day, Walmart, world's biggest McDonald's. You know, so somebody has gone to Orlando, Florida and visited world's biggest McDonald's. So he had to think about, okay, what should I make this video about? Maybe I should go to McDonald's. That would attract some attention and things like that. You know, so that's where these kinds of people come in. They can come up with ideas to make with the scripts as well, the exact script. It could be bullet points. It could be word for word that people are reading from a teleprompter. It's really down to the requirements of the client. Now, let's look at this pricing as well. 10 to 15 minutes, about $30. Typically, we really want to find a supplier of between 15 to 25 bucks. And we want to resell this service around 2-3 times more. So for example, in this case, if it's $25, we probably want to charge around $40, I would say. So we would make $15 profit, okay, from just one script written for a YouTube channel. And you know what? I've actually used some of these suppliers myself, because at some point I had a faceless YouTube channel making similar kind of videos myself, okay? And I needed to get a lot of these scripts done. So I had a person writing me literally 100 scripts for all kinds of videos relating to business, finance, and things like that. So that's why I know that people are, you know, including myself, are actually using this service. It's very, very popular service as well in some niches. Not in all niches, like real estate, for example. Real estate agents don't really need to have a script because they're always talking about real estate market. They're always showing their house tours and things like that. So you can make around $15 for writing scripts for somebody. And of course, we're doing drop servicing. So we're basically just reselling it from Fiverr into YouTube. So, and we're making profit in doing so. So let's just assume you get a content creator who is making 10 videos, for example, a month. You could make about $150 from just one creator monthly from just this service alone. You can also offer, let's say, thumbnails, video editing, SEO optimizations, intros and things like that. So there's a lot of things. It can be an entire package that you can offer to people. Now, let's talk about the next niche, which is one of my favorites. I've spoken about this many, many times on my channel, YouTube thumbnails. Now, this niche is very, very good because what essentially you can do is you can quickly make money with this niche. I'm telling you guys, a lot of you have actually watched one of my videos about YouTube thumbnails, and I've got a lot of comments and messages and things like that from you guys telling me, Tom, I actually made money. I watched that video about YouTube thumbnails. I applied that strategy. I reached out to a lot of YouTubers and actually started to make money with YouTube thumbnails. And this is the seller that I've personally used in the past. It was pretty good. So the key in YouTube thumbnails is that you want to pay maximum of $5. Like if you're paying more, it's not going to be a good deal for you. It's not going to be a good deal for the YouTube channel. So what we can essentially do, we can go back, for example, to the same real estate agent channel that I was just on, right? And let's just check out the thumbnails on here. So most of the time, as you can see, the person is actually on the thumbnail, okay? So every single time we see that person, and then there is some text, and then it says what the house is about. That looks pretty cool. Also, the color scheme is very different. Every single time, as we can see, the color scheme is a little bit different. One time is green, one time is purple, one time is orange, and things like that. So all of this stuff would be the requirements of the client. What we can do is we can follow the exact same style, or we can introduce a new style that would look slightly differently. And that could include, for example, things like having some fire, something that induces an emotion, maybe having a lot of bright colors and things like that. These kind of thumbnails actually look quite good, but also if she's not doing it herself, which is probably not the case because she has quite a lot of videos, you know what? Sometimes she might have a thumbnail designer in the US costing her a fortune. What we can essentially do is we can say, we're going to make you a thumbnail for $25. $5 is what it's going to cost us. We're pocketing $20. As we can see, she's got quite a lot of videos. She's creating about 10 videos a month. So just with the thumbnails alone, we could be pocketing around $200 a month from just one client. Get 10 clients and you're making $3,000 just with this niche. Next, let's talk about YouTube Shorts editing. This is the next niche that is very good and very, very profitable for making money with drop servicing. So as we can see, this lady also makes short form videos. And this is exactly what we would be looking to edit. So in order to make money with YouTube Shorts using drop servicing business model, let's go back on Fiverr again and type in YouTube Shorts video editing. Search for that and you'll find loads of different suppliers were making YouTube Shorts. Now, as you can see, a lot of these guys are actually having pretty high prices, right? We don't want to actually pay that much for YouTube Shorts. In my experience of doing this for a long time, you essentially want to find a supplier between $5 to $10. You don't want to pay more than $10 for editing basic, simple YouTube Shorts. Let's look at some of these examples.
When you buy a home, there are 5 things that make up your total monthly payment.
So, TikTok,
Principal,
Instagram,
interest, property
YouTube Shorts,
taxes, homeowners insurance, and
LinkedIn,
mortgage insurance.
Facebook.
Now, some situations don't.
So these are the type of videos that we can make on Fiverr to then resell to people on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and things like that. It doesn't have to be just YouTube Shorts, by the way, okay? Now, the only issue that I'm currently seeing, it's 30 seconds for $10. What we need to do is we need to find a seller who is offering up to 60 seconds for $10 max. Better even $5, okay? So he can enhance the colors, he can add emojis, he can add icons, he can remove dead cuts, he can add subtitles and things like that. Okay, subtitles including, special effects including, and things like that. And, you know, that's what we need. Here it says 60 seconds. Okay, $10. That's much better. And here it says also 59 seconds, which is basically 60 seconds. But here, this supplier, for example, says that 3 shorts, he'll make you for $10. So one short, in effect, is free $1.33. It's very, very good price. Of course, not so many feedbacks, but, you know, maybe you could take a little bit of a risk. Maybe you find a gem, an upcoming video editor, then you can, of course, make a lot more profit. Because then, if you're reselling this, for example, at $30 minus $3.30, you're essentially making $26 by editing just one video. But like I said, in most cases, you're looking at about $30 to resell these shorts. I'm talking about beginner level prices. Like if you're super experienced, if you have been doing it for a long time, if you have a very large and established portfolio, you can push these prices up to about 50, 60, 70 USD for one short. But if you're a beginner, you should start at around 25, 30 bucks. So you would actually make about $20 in most cases realistically, because $10 is usually going to be your cost for just one video. This is a lower price, but there's not that much feedback. We kind of want to see at least 100 feedbacks, at least 4.9 stars. Here, there's not enough feedback. But we can, of course, take a little bit of a gamble. Sometimes we can read the descriptions and things like that. You know, there's one negative comment. That's why this is not very, very good. And finally, the last niche is YouTube standard long form videos. So essentially what you want to do is you want to type YouTube video editing. You're going to find a bunch of results, over 44,000 results. What you want to do is essentially you want to search by 10 minutes just to see what kind of price points people are offering. You essentially want to find people offering about 20, 30, 40 bucks for 10-minute video. Here, not many feedbacks, $20, 10 minutes. Not many feedbacks, $15, 10 minutes. We want to go and find somebody who has over 100 feedbacks and is not charging too much. What I mean by not charging too much, we're looking at around 30, 40, 50 bucks. Okay, here, 50 bucks, 10 minutes, not many feedbacks. Let's go down, $75, $50, 60 feedbacks. That's a little bit better. Let's go down. Hopefully, we can find somebody with over 100 feedbacks at $50. Here, I'll do professional video editing, YouTube video editing, an okay score. Ideally, it should be 4.9 or 5 stars. More than 100 feedbacks, $50 of 10 minutes. That's pretty good. And we could, of course, try to look at the portfolio of this channel. So he can edit for vlogs, for traveling, for anything really. Let's see the reviews. Let's see why this guy has 4.8 stars, not 5 stars. Let's have a look. Okay, lately the reviews have been overly positive. Let's have a look at where the negative reviews happen and what happened there. Very bad at English speaking. Okay, cancelled order 1 week ago. Don't work with him. He does not have a turnaround for 12 hours. It's false advertising. That was 1 year ago, though. Okay, let's look 2 stars. Video looked like it was editing on iMovie 7 months ago. He gave me a pretty good edited videos. Canada seller was responsive and always willing to correct mistakes. It was okay. Poor work as to times revision and didn't fix nothing from the notes. Okay, so I would be a little bit careful with that. You need to do more research and you need to find somebody who has around $40-50 price point, okay, over 100 feedbacks, and ideally 4.9 or higher feedbacks. This actually looks a lot better. 4.9, 557 feedbacks, 15 minutes at just $30. That sounds pretty good. Let's look at the example.
Are you looking for professional video editing services? Final product. Techniques like color grading and visual effects.
Travel and
We
blog,
work with all types
beauty
of
and
footage.
lifestyle,
Contact us today to
podcasts.
learn more about our video editing services.
That is actually pretty good. A lot of saves as well. Look, so 15 minutes running time at $30. That's actually very good. Okay, that's actually very good. So we would essentially be looking to flip this service on YouTube at around 80 to 90 bucks. Okay, so with just one video edited, let's just say 80 bucks minus 30, we would make $50 of clear profit. If you just make 10 videos like this per month for one channel, you're making $500 a month from just one channel. If you want to try one of these niches, and you're probably going to need some support to actually start this business, one of the easiest and best courses of action for you is to actually join my drop servicing school community. Just go to school.com/drop servicing and basically join my free community. In this community, we've got over 1,000 people, 1,000 drop servicers who are posting content all the time and helping each other, talking about things like how to basically send emails, how to get clients and things like that, how to verify emails. You know, there is posts happening all the time. 9 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, 4 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 5 hours ago, just on and on and on. We currently have over 800 posts just in the last 1 month. This group is growing really fast and it can give you a completely free support when it comes to drop servicing business model. Thanks for watching this video. Drop a like for the YouTube algo, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next video.